Hello, here's a status update video, state of things. Let's begin with Tindie. Tindie has been down for a couple of weeks, so if you try to buy one of my modules or anyone else's kits or modules, that might have been a problem. So it is up now. I'm not sure. I would wait a while until I order from there. It's a bit shaky still. I think a lot of people who have shops there is trying to mitigate some problems, get their orders out that has been lying around for 2 weeks waiting and stuff like that. As I realize that it's quite fragile to have all your modules in just one place, so I've actually I am working on transitioning to electrons.com, which is a very similar site to Tindie. Has a good way of just exporting an API, using the API to just move things over. Yeah, it's good to have one more site. Then if Tindie gets their act together so apparently they're bought by another company, and once that is settled and they get their act together, I can start using that platform again. I'm also trying to get things on Etsy. It's a bit more complicated. But as I said, it's good to not have all your eggs in the same basket. That's what we say in Swedish. I think that's an English expression as well. I've done a change to the kit for the Sith and the ASMR mixer. Before, I've had these really long pots, 3 centimeters. I've now changed to 2.5 centimeters, so that's 5 millimeters smaller. So from the side it looks like this, so it's more in line with the ADSR, for example. They are now the same length. Not as, I don't know, these tall ones, they got quite wobbly, and I think the 2.5 one is more standard than these really, really tall ones. But then again, you get less grip, I guess. But yeah, I quite like how it looks, so that's a change. So it's less than a week left until I'm leaving for Superbooth in Berlin. It will be super interesting to go there and just see all the stuff people make. I won't have an exhibit there this year. Maybe some other year, but not this year. Just going there to check the stuff out. I'll also be there a few days before, so if you have any tips on where to go or what to do when in Berlin, please let me know. I'd love to have some tips for that. Either here in the comments or on the Discord. We're a bunch of people from the Discord going there, so I think more than me will be happy to get some good tips. And also I'm working on lots of stuff. I'm working on this module here that's really driving me crazy. It doesn't work at all as I want it to do. But I've also worked quite a lot on making the video of the cart, because we've had there's been a big discussion on the Discord server about how people make their carts, their cases and stuff like that. And I thought I wanted to add my 5 cents to the discussion, and I just did a full-fledged video. And because I had plans for how to do this, but they got lost somewhere on my computers over the years. It was quite a few years I made this, so I had to redraw all the plans in the computer, so that's why also it has taken quite a lot of time. And there's my daytime job is it's super stressful right now, so hasn't really been that much time to just sit in the studio and come up with interesting modules or solder stuff and stuff like that, unfortunately. So hoping to at least get a few nice days in Berlin filled with music and art and artistry, and get back to a more calm work, I hope, when I get back. That's not going to happen, but it would be nice if that happened. Anyway, take care. Maybe I'll see you in Berlin next weekend on Superbooth. If not, take care. Bye.